We're recording. It said it was connecting for so long. I thought I was going live. We're learning. We're learning out here, Wandering Willow. Every day is a learning day. Every day is a learning experience. And I'm learning that pizza is a spiritual practice. Pizza keeps coming up in an intuition group that I'm in. Last week we were just trying to figure out what's our best way of getting grounded, and I could not stop thinking about Blaze Pizza. Little did I know that I was actually thinking about going on Pi Day 314. March 14th is considered Pi Day because the number pi 3.14, if you didn't know, so now you know. But yeah, I'm thinking about pizza as a spiritual practice. The ground, it's apparently a grounding food, which I think any food's a grounding food. It's got a lot going on though, if you think about it, like the cheese. It's very like mothering energy, the tomato sauce, that is root energy, red. So this is all just coming to me now. This is me figuring it out as I go. That's life for me. I figure it out as I talk. The Gemini moon is really real. The Gemini moon is mooning. And then you got that dough, right? So I got my pastry chef energy. I think dough is just really cool. You mix all these things together and flip it around, and gluten-free is not as fun. You can't really flip it around. So, but you can make a decent gluten-free crust with some gluten-free flour and yogurt. It will give you the toots, so be prepared. But TMI, that's who I am. So yeah, the dough of pizza. I think that's like an alchemy. That's like a transformation. I think it's really cool because you go from like all these separate ingredients and mix it all together, turns into this dough, and then roll it out, flatten it out, and it becomes like this surface, this base that you're transforming from all these different ingredients, and then mixing into like this wet dough, this moldable, shapeable dough, and then you're transforming it into like this flat shape, like a circle, which is also a spiritual shape that has no beginning, no ending. That's why people wear rings and weddings. Like, you're making that endless commitment, right? So like a circle is a very spiritual thing too. And then when you cut the circle in a triangle shapes, the piece of the pie is a triangle shape, and that's considered one of the first actual structure shapes. When you have like three pieces together, similar to like old building methods of our ancestors, it's almost like a triangular shape, like pyramids, indigenous Native American teepees and things like that. It's a very spiritual shape. I think it's also considered like divine feminine. It's also one of the shapes when defining the elements. So I think there's a lot like symbolically in pizza that I just am like hitting today. So and I said that at 314, so like that was funny too. But yeah, I think that's really cool. Pizza is a spiritual practice, so in case you want to know, that's what's up. And it keeps coming up in the intuition group, like last week, this week, and today on the call I had these pizza crisps, which I highly recommend. Not sponsored, by the way. Sonoma Creamery, sponsor me with your pizza crisps. They're like these little triangles too. Like, they're really cute and fun. They're those like cheese crisps. They got that like flavor, that umami. And that's a fun word to say. Maybe just say that if you want to say it. Umami. It's interesting because like mommy's in it, and it's like, again, that like divine feminine, like nurturing milk, cheese, vibrational energy. So yeah, pizza is a spiritual practice, and I'm probably going to leave it at that today. Just trying out this Substack recording studio, and that's what you get today. Pizza as a spiritual practice. So go eat some pizza today. Gluten-free, vegetarian, whatever you want. It's really about the vibe, the shape, the grounding. All right. Wandering on.